What is up, guys? It is Lay the House or I'm here. It is currently Thursday, July 25th, and I'm here sharing my sports betting and daily fantasy picks and plays for the MLB slate today. There's not a lot of action, it's a very short baseball slate, only like 6 or 7 games on the agenda. So there's really not a lot of value on the board, but there are some plays that I am making myself, and I'm going to share those with you, and hopefully we can have another winning day. Yesterday we did really well, so let's head over to the Discord server and recap how the day went. If you're not in Discord yet, it is completely free to join. It's linked in the description below and also in the pinned comment below. When you get in the Discord server, this is what it looks like. There's a whole section on betting education. You can choose your role, whatever you want to get notifications on, whether it's from sports betting or daily fantasy for my picks. There's some information on all of my plays. So if you go to Arm's Fantasy Picks, this is where you see all of my plays for daily fantasy, right as I make them for Sleeper, Prizepicks, and Underdog Fantasy. If you want to see my sports betting picks, which are usually Fliff and Hard Rock, you'll find them here in this section. I host the Underdog Fantasy Challenge of the Week, where if you win a specific challenge with an entry in Underdog Fantasy, you will win a cash prize from me. It's a really fun and engaging thing that I do every single week. So there are a few challenges out there still. There is still money to be made, so head in there and give it a shot. I added a few more things yesterday, though, that you might see. 2 new sections. One of them is called Dommy Locks, and one is called Zach Bets. These are 2 members from the community who have been proven to be extremely profitable in all their posts, and I respect them, and they were willing to help us out and post all their plays for free. They also have their own Discord servers too, so I figured it'd be best to just partner up with them and give them a section here where they can highlight whatever plays they might be on. So if you want to see more picks other than just mine in the Discord server, now I am making them available to you in this free pick section. And then there's the whole section on sports here where you can just chat about, sports, whatever plays you have for the day, and just kind of talk about, what's going on, kind of sweat your plays, get pissed off when a guy hits a home run or goes over. So let's head over to the big win section so we can see how the day went for everybody. So I'll scroll up here. And there weren't many posts. Our guy Skull, who is also known as Dommy Locks, had a nice win on parlay play, $8 into $135.52. He had Marte, Arias, Witt, and Fitzgerald all overs. So nice job hitting that one. He also won on Underdog Fantasy, 4 picks to win up to $180 on a $30 entry, with Matt Waldron higher in the fantasy points, Brown, Nola, and Eovaldi all with the overs. And then he started a streak as well. Underdog Fantasy came up with these new things called streaks. If you win a 2-pick entry, you can start a thing called a streak, or if you win essentially your next 8 plays, you'll win $5,000. Honestly, I would do it for fun. I wouldn't expect to come away with a lot of cash from doing these things, but it's a nice thing to chase and see if you can get close or even potentially win one. So that's cool to see. I posted a play in the MLB channel. I haven't moved it over to the big wins yet, but I did win a play, $25 into $75. Since Gurriel, even though he hit over the total, he didn't start the game, so unfortunately he voids, but we cashed the Quantrill and the George Springer play, so we did make some profit on this one, and that was a nice one to have. And then on my sports betting picks that I had yesterday, I only posted 3. I didn't see a lot of value on the board. I had 2 no-run first innings, and then Texas minus 1.5 on the run line. You see I went 2-1 yesterday, a profit of $183, and, it was a solid day. I mean, anytime we profit, I'm very happy. So hopefully we can find some more winners today. I think today might be more of a long shot day for me, simply because there's not a lot of games out there, which means there's not a ton of value out there as well. So let's head over to the fancy tool on OddsShopper that I highlight every single day. OddsShopper.com, it's a really good website if you want to find value for your plays and save time from manually having to do this process yourself of comparing the lines on Underdog Fantasy and Prizepicks to all the other major sports books to find which ones are on a discount on the daily fantasy sites. So if you want to give OddsShopper a chance, it is a paid subscription website. It's $15 a month or $50 a month, or $15 per week or $50 per month if you want to give it a shot. I do have a 10% off code. The code is LayTheHouseRM. You can see it in the description below. It's a really good website. I use it every single day. Obviously, I highlight it in all these videos, and I use their tools to make all my plays. And obviously, I've done pretty well with them, so I wouldn't endorse them to you guys if I didn't think it was a good tool. Alright, so let's take a look at the slate today. Let me refresh it quick because I've had this up for a little bit. So you see here, there's not a lot out there for Underdog Fantasy right now. The Brent Rooker under 1.5 total bases is pretty much the only good value on the board. The Gunnar Henderson under on the bases is an okay value, but then after that, it kind of gets pretty dicey. So you see if I generate the optimal slip based on the line differences between Underdog Fantasy and major sports books, like there is no way to get a positive EV play right now. There's just not many games. There's not a lot of value on the board. Things might change when lineups come out right before the game starts, and you'll see like a star being out and someone filling in his place. You might be able to get some good value then, but right now Underdog Fantasy, there's not a lot of good plays based on the tool here, at least for the MLB. And even if I remove some of these plays at the bottom here, you get kind of close. So I've actually made this play already on Underdog Fantasy. So this Brent Rooker under 1.5 total bases, Gunnar Henderson under 1.5 total bases, and Xander Bogaerts under 1.5 total bases. If I head over to Underdog Fantasy, you can see I actually made this play already, and I did post it in the Discord server. So if you were in there, you were able to jump on this right away and see that I actually made this play myself. So this is a play that I'm hoping to win. I'll probably use a couple more of these players and try to make some long shot plays with it by using some of the other plays in here. So like I might even go with this, this 5-pick non-insured entry. Even though it's -4 expected EV, it's really just the best thing on the board if you want some action. So you can go with Rooker, Henderson, Bogaerts. I would take Profar out, and then I would probably go down to Randy or Rosarena because you can't have more than one player for each team. So Bogaerts under on the bases, Otani under on the singles, and then Randy Rosarena also under on singles. But that's basically it for Underdog Fantasy for MLB right now. Even if I go over to Daily Grind Fantasy, their optimizer tool, and look up the MLB plays. So if I go League, we'll clear all the ones that it's showing, go MLB. Even then, it's not showing a lot of value. The Jurickson Profar is showing as an okay play over on the runs if you want to go there. And then we have some more unders, under on Brian De La Cruz's pitching, hits, runs, RBIs, under on Taj Bradley's pitching outs, under on Kenny Rosenberg's hits allowed. But even these plays, they're not amazing. They're okay. If you combine them together, you can get close to some pretty good expected value. But none of them are really, really stepping out to me. This Corbin Burns one looks pretty good if you want to go with the fantasy score ones. Using fantasy scores it's a little risky because you're comparing to kind of a calculated number and not an actual line. So sometimes there are differences in the calculations that just don't line up well. So the fantasy score is a little, how to describe it, a little more variable as compared to the other props here. So if you wanted to make a play using the Daily Grind Fantasy tool, just go with this Burns, Webb, and Profar. Just take the top 3 options. Usually that's the best way to go. And Profar over on the runs, solid play, but it's not like home run hitting amazing by any means. So we'll head over back to the OddsShopper page. We'll go over to Prizepicks. Prizepicks never has value for us, but it might surprise us today. So Ozuna and Bradley actually have some good value. So I think I might do a 2-pick entry with Marcell Ozuna and Taj Bradley. I know it's not a really optimal way to play a 2-man. You'll see here -9% expected EV. But Prizepicks, they don't leave it easy for us. I mean, I pulled Stripling, sorry. See, the Ozuna line's gone now. So we'll go Bradley and Stripling, right? Prizepicks doesn't make it easy for us. It just doesn't go well with them. It's really hard to get values on Prizepicks in general. Sorry that I keep spinning here. My internet connection's just not the best today. Xfinity's been having some issues in my area, so it is what it is. Let me refresh and see if it loads better. All right, sorry about the weird cut there. My internet is back. I had some issues real quick there, but it's back here. So we'll keep going with the Prizepicks plays. So if I want to go with Bradley, I want to go with... Bradley's actually gone right now. So we'll go with Stripling and Gavin Williams, Logan Webb, Corbin Burns, and Chris Sale here. If you want to go with the 5-pick flex play, even that, the value just isn't great. It's so hard to find value on Prizepicks during the MLB season. Honestly, your best bet right now with Prizepicks, just kind of stay away outside of the promotions that they run. The free Flex Friday is always a good one. Taco Tuesday is pretty good, and any of the discounts are pretty good. But for the most part, Prizepicks is just making it way too difficult for us right now. So let's head over to Sleeper real quick, because Sleeper's been really good to us with the value. Today, not so much. Just not a lot on the board. Obviously, short slate today. It's going to be a day of long shots for me on Sleeper, I think. So it's a -5% expected EV. It's so hard to find value on a short slate. Some okay plays. Taj Bradley under 5.5 strikeouts. Vlad Jr. under 1.5 total bases. Orlando Arcia under 1.5 total hits. Patrick Corbin under 3.5 total strikeouts. And Marcell Ozuna under 0.5 singles. What you could do, if you really wanted to, is you can go down and do a 3-pick play and it gets pretty close to a solid expected value. So if you just go with the Bradley, the Guerrero, actually you don't want to go Bradley and Guerrero because they're opposing teams. So let me take Guerrero out here, and I go Corbin. This is probably as close as a good value as you're going to get. Taj Bradley under 5.5 strikeouts, Arcia under 0.5 hits, and Corbin under 3.5 strikeouts. I might just make this play just because it's the best thing on the board, and sleeper is usually pretty good to us. Minus 3% expected EV, not great, not what I'm looking for, but it's all we have, and I'd like to get action out there. Let's head over to their market-based EV bets tool to see if they have any prop bets for Hard Rock or Fliff that are available that are some pretty good props with some good value on it if it wants to load for me. If not, we may just have to skip it for the video. Apologize. I'm not having a good internet day, unfortunately. I'm actually shocked that I was able to get this video uploaded, but we were. We'll see if it ends up loading for us here. It's getting close. But no, I think we'll just skip it for today. If I find some plays from the tool, I will post them in the Discord server. So be sure to join Discord server. It is linked in the bio or in the description below, and also in the pinned comment below, like always. So head in there. I'll post my sports betting picks in RM Sports Betting Plays. If you want to see the best bet of the day from OddsShopper without having a subscription, do /best bet, which I can't even do because I don't have internet right now. Okay, there it is. Best bet. And then you choose the sport that you want the bet in. And then it will spit out the best option, the best value on the board on all the major sports books. So the best value right now is Patrick Corbin, under 3.5 total strikeouts. Minus 104 at Bet Rivers. So if you get any line near minus 104, you're getting good value on this play. So hopefully you guys are able to get some winners from this video. I apologize for the internet issues I'm having. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be better for us. It's been pretty bad all week. But like I mentioned before, join the Discord server. Post all your wins in there. Post all your plays in there. Best of luck on your plays today, and I appreciate you guys watching.